Peace, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Grown Man Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Baith Noordin, and this is season 2. Thank you for the likes, for the shares, for the comments, for the love. I really do appreciate that. And today I have a special edition episode that I'm like my heart is mad warm for this, just because I understand the dynamic as a dad, and looking out into the world and hearing what you hear about dads and their role in their children's lives is always bleak or filled with a lot of funny energy. And today on this platform, as usual, I just wanted to open the conversation to demonstrate a different dynamic than what we're used to in the hallways of social media. So without any further ado, I will let him and his son introduce themselves, but you've seen him before. He's back again with his son, and this is Legacy. Without any further ado, my guy, Jameel. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, man? I'm happy to be back again, man. Very special podcast here. And I don't know, man. I feel like you. Like this one right here, I feel like it's one for the books.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing a great job. So I definitely want to applaud you to that.
Thank you, man.
And I couldn't figure out nowhere else I want to start this journey besides here with you.
That's what's up.
And first and foremost, Happy New Year, and I hope that 2026 take us to unbelievable heights.
Understandable.
And
Receive that.
I just want to say what's up to y'all out there. Jameel, Chaos, Laboo, Mill, whatever you know me as. Just know me as a genuine person. And I'm here today with my son. We about to release a book next month, February, maybe the first or second week for Black History Month. It's called Are You Proud of Me? And I couldn't be more proud of him. And I hope he feel the same about me, but we're going to get into that. So just stay with us. And without further ado, here's my son.
Hi, my name is Safi Laboo. I'm 10 years old.
Fire. So what was the inspiration to put this together? I know a lot of authors. I've only seen a few collaborative books. I haven't seen one between a dad and a son. Please don't crucify me. I'm just not aware. This is the only person I know, and this is what we're going to go with. So please respect that in the comments. Thank you. But yeah, what was the catalyst for a book, let alone a book with, somebody that's in the downline of your legacy?
Safi he's a special kid, and it's like since he came out of his mama, man, he just always had this niche with him where he kind of like wanted to be the best, and whether it was training for boxing, throwing a football, even basketball, like natural athlete, and it's just like a blessing. And as he grew, I kind of just started watching how he moved and different things, and I noticed that it was kind of mirroring the things that I was doing, and it was scary. It was scary because it was like he's following me. So now I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah.
But the flip side of the coin was he also felt like he wasn't doing enough to make me proud or to match up with the energy that he felt like would make me say, oh, that's my son.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really saying it to me as much. He'd say it to his mother, but he would always ask me, like, are you proud of me? Like, that really was his line.
Yeah.
And it bothered me because I'm like, man, I'm showing you I'm proud of you. I'm here, And once I realized he was having trouble telling me the real feelings,
Yeah.
because we would talk about sports, we would laugh and joke about things. He asked, am I proud of him? But he would tell his mother, like, you think that proud of me, or you think that is still proud of me, or just different things that. And I'm like, well, it seemed like he can't really get it out.
Yeah.
So I just went to him and asked him. I said, hey man, if I write down a bunch of questions, would you feel comfortable answering the questions? And he said, yeah. And once he did it, it was kind of mind blowing hear his responses.
Yeah.
And so I said, I think this is a good book idea. I'm like, would you want to do a book? And he was excited about that. So I felt like this would start our journey into finding ways to better communicate with each other. So we here.
Dope. So, Mr. Safi, what did you think about when your dad approached you with the questions? What did you think about that?
Can I hear the question again?
What did you think about your dad presenting you with these questions? When your dad said, "Hey, if I give you some questions to answer, how do you feel about that?"
I really liked the idea, and it just made me feel like that I had a easier way to communicate with him.
And when you say easier, was it easier because it was written down already? Did it help you like kind of form your thoughts or form your answers better?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you feel now that the book is an actual live thing?
It feels great.
Yeah.
Like, it really warms my heart that I know that I'm making a book with my dad.
That's what's up. You trying to make me cry. I see it already. You trying to make me, who turned on the onion? That's dope. It's dope because you don't often hear a lot of kids talk about their dad a certain way. Especially us growing up the way that we grew up, to watch our sons kind of hold the torch of being proud of us. You know what I'm saying? Being proud of your dad. That's a big thing because a lot of people don't have dads to be proud of, and a lot of people do have dads, but their dads aren't doing anything for their kids to be proud of. So the fact that it warms your heart, this is a direct quote, because it warms your heart that you're doing this with your pops, I think hats off to you, man. I'm proud of both of y'all for putting this together.
Appreciate that.
What was one of the questions that, when you started formulating the questions, what was that process like?
What questions to ask? That was the biggest thing to me. Like, what can I ask, or what questions? Like, I didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what was in his mind.
Understood.
So my whole process was like, okay, I know my son, so I know the things he liked, I know the things he loved, I know the things he kind of disliked. So I kind of like was formatting the questions around like, where was the strain? Like where did it feel like he didn't know what to say?
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was kind of like maybe like playing sports or things like that, because I didn't realize I was adding pressure. And I don't even know if he realized I was adding pressure.
Yeah.
But from his answers, I realized I was adding the pressure.
Understood.
So my biggest thing was I was just trying to find out where was the strain at and what questions can I ask to kind of get on the same page with him. That's how I got the questions.
That's what's up. So when your pops was asking you the questions, were you nervous to answer? Were you excited to answer? Did you feel like it was a setup? Like, how did you feel about the questions your dad was asking you?
Well, first of all, I didn't really know he was going to ask me, like, those really deep questions like that. Yeah, it was some real deep questions in the book, and I feel like that I was real happy I was able to answer them.
Is there a question that sticks out in your mind the most that you like, man, I'm glad my dad asked me that? Or when your dad asked you that and you gave the answer to it, did you feel like, yeah, cool?
I like the question where he asked me, what would you say to another person who was going through the same thing I was going through that was my age?
And what would you say to another person that's going through what you're going through?
Well, I really don't know what I would say because I haven't figured out the solution to what I'm going through yet.
There's a wise little man over there. You sure he's 10?
Yeah, and
he's like 30.
And that answer wowed me. Like, to know you, like, you know, some people like figure like I gotta give him an answer.
Yeah.
And his answer was I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is like really a perfectly great answer for a kid.
Facts.
I mean, as we sometimes don't know. So
it's a fact.
So I'm telling them like, you ahead, more ahead than what you think.
What you think? For
Yeah,
sure.
you know, because that's honesty. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit and tell this kid something that I don't know
Yeah.
myself.
What you should do is when you talk to your dad, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a whole business off of this. I'm a psychiatrist at 10. That's dope. That's dope. Cause it's making me think about when I did the episode with my son.
Okay.
The questions that my son asked me were questions that I had already formulated to ask myself and just answer.
Okay.
And my son was like, "Dad, you mind if I ask you the question?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You want to do that?" Yeah, why not? I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here, you here, like, what's up? Mm-hmm. And hearing his answers to this question at 10, because he just turned 11 in November, it wowed me too.
Yeah.
It's like, wait. This kid came from me.
Yeah.
And these answers are very insightful. They're like, you could see him thinking about it. It's not like, well, I don't know, my friends just think.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's like, nah, my pops, my moms, my network, my tribe, they instill something in me. You know what I'm saying? With this book, what are you hoping to instill in, well, there's multiple questions, but with this book, what do you hope the reader gets out of this piece of work that you and your son are doing?
Ironically, when I think of the reader, I want more for the parents or whoever the guardian is or whoever the person that the child's coming to take more out of it than the kid. Because growing up, you always heard the saying like, you know, because I'm grown, or you know, as a kid, it's like, I can do this because I'm grown. You don't talk back because this or whatever, right? And sometimes they're wrong. So
a good amount of time.
Yeah, right. So when I hear it, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna yell at him for being confused about something. Sometimes I get a little bothered when I can't help him, because I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, you know, it's like as a father, it's like, all right, I could tell something's up. So I get bothered, but it's not like you're not in trouble. I'm just like, what am I doing wrong that you can't tell me? So I think I just want a parent, like I said, guardian, whoever, just to understand that you have to take time. You have to check yourself. You have to really look in that mirror and say, how do I become a better listener? Because sometimes you are being taught. What he's going through is teaching me.
Yeah.
You know, when him feeling like, I don't know how to tell my dad this, it's teaching me.
Yeah.
You know, it's teaching me that somewhere along the lines, I got to adjust my structure. Because I thought I had it, you know, and not saying that I'm wrong, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to just turn it down some. You know, and he said that to me in the book. He said, have patience with me. Or bear with me. You know, however he worded it, but like, it was like, when he said that, I'm like, oh. Because it wasn't that not having patience, it was fear. And I think the negative side of me, it's like, well, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow. So I'm gonna give him everything right now. He's really in the world right now, whether it's sports or whatever, because once you hit the sports field, everybody comes from a different household.
That's true.
So now, I gotta dump all this on him right now. But all that is just imagine getting 1,000-pound weight and then giving it to a 10-year-old and say, hold that up. I'm giving him too much.
Understood.
And I'm not really realizing why he's so antsy. Because he's trying to make sure he don't let me down. And I could be taking the joy from something that he's doing.
That's true.
But I'm scared because I'm like, did I give him enough? Do we have enough to go on? You know what I'm saying? But I'm missing the moment. I'm missing the present of us just laughing, joking. And we doing that, but it's a mask because he got some stuff that he ain't saying. So, you know, like, I just want parents, whoever, like, slow down. Be a listener. Let's take some more in, and then maybe digest. Don't even respond right then, maybe. Maybe we got to take, because we're programmed from kids to who we are now trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
So let our kids teach us sometime.
That's a fact.
Let's be a student.
It's funny. I'll tell you the book title offline, but it may be something you can embark on. But I really am convinced that children come into our lives so we don't forget.
Okay.
So we don't forget what it feels like to be young.
Yeah.
To have wonder, to not know. I think a lot of times because of conditioning, parents, we're not a soft place to land for our kids.
There you go.
Because of fear.
Yeah.
We tend to be like, nah, but you gotta, and why would you do that? And blah, blah, blah. And it's not coming from a bad place. It's just not coming from a healthy place.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
And I
That's heavy.
think your perspective on your journey with your son is looking at it from a holistic, healthy point of view.
Yeah.
It's like, I know I'm a man in the world. He's still a boy.
Yeah.
There's still so much journey that he has from now to when he becomes a man. And how could you not feel like, am I doing a good job? Are my feet placed in the right place? Am I open enough for my kid? Because I'll be honest, as a dad, when I'm talking to my kids and I know it's something playing in the background, now I do my best to re-engage, as opposed to it feeling like a question or it feels like an attack. It's more like, the easing. You know what I'm saying? Because then, like you said, my son has conversations with my wife that I'm like, I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying? like, dog, I thought we was cool. You ain't even said none of this to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I realized that sometimes, a lot of times, as a dad, I tend to overparent. Like, I don't mean to.
Dropping it.
I don't mean to, but as a dad, I want to make sure that I'm doing what I feel like my dad didn't have a chance to do. You know what I'm saying? Or when my father wasn't in the right space or presence of mind to do these things.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I ain't missing the mark. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that my words are falling on fertile soil.
Yeah.
So whatever words, the seeds of my words grow into something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Safi, how do you feel about your dad? Like, do you feel like when you hear your dad talk about the fear he has with making sure you have the knowledge and the lessons necessary to become a man, right? Do you feel like your dad's doing a good job?
Yes, I feel like my dad's doing a great job. I don't really know what like with him putting too much on me thing. I don't know what like I don't know what he's like what kind of weight he's putting on my shoulders. I don't really know like what it is, but I just know that he gonna get the job done.
Understood.
So I really trust him.
You see the pressure that there's like that you know, that's pressure, but
In other words, my dad is Superman. You know what I'm saying? And every once in a while, I have to get his cape a little dirty. You know, that's fire. Are you proud of your dad?
Yes, I'm very proud of my dad.
Yeah, that's what's up. What are some of? I ain't gonna say some, but give me like 2 things from your dad that you like. Yeah, I'm glad my dad does this for me.
Well, he keeps me going. Always. The lessons he gives me, he teaches me, has helped me all the way up to now.
That's valid. So do you find yourself sometimes repeating some of the lessons or repeating some of the wisdom your dad tells to you, to your friends?
Can you be more specific?
Meaning like, so your dad, you ask your dad something and your dad tells you something that's like, it's smart or it's wise, right? Do you tell your friends some of these things your dad tells you? Do you share some of the lessons that you get from your dad with your friends?
No, cause I don't really know what they're going through, so I don't know if it's the right time to tell them or the wrong time to tell them. So I don't really know what they're going through, really. So, yeah.
Got you. Y'all not. It's funny. I asked my son something similar. They don't really talk like
No,
like they really.
everything is fun.
Yeah, they just be on they chill. Yeah. Like, you know what? Yeah, we about to go play football, make some paper planes real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get around. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's dope. Do you want to be an author when you get over like your dad?
Yes, I think it's a really cool thing. Not saying it's easy, but I really think it's kind of fun.
That's what's up.
From writing those questions.
So, do you draw anything like that?
Sometimes I draw when I'm bored a little bit.
Okay.
I draw football players. I draw football plays too.
So football is like number one in your life right now. That's what's up. Trying to go to the league or see where it take you?
We'll see where it takes me.
That's what's up.
So I just want to interject on one thing.
Yeah.
You asked him, do he want to be an author when he grow up? So I just like to be able to say, right, he's an author right now.
100%.
So
appreciate the correction.
You know what I mean? No, I'm basically because I want him to embrace and understand that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't write his answers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So he's an author right now. And guess what? You beat me out. 10 years old, you're an author. I didn't do that. You know, I did perform my first rap show at 10, but I wasn't the author.
Nah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
So how important is it to let people know that you weren't serving and receiving the ball, like as far as writing it? You wrote and he responded. How important?
It's very important because excuse me. It's so much fakeness out here.
Yeah.
That I hope even from this interview they hear his intelligence. You know, so his intelligence alone lets you know that he's capable of answering his own questions and what he feels, because this didn't start out as a book to be put out.
Yeah.
I have a thing that I love to write out what I feel.
Yeah.
And so I just said, well, let me try that with him. Like, let me see if we put this out. You know, how would you feel if we put this book out? Like, where we going with this? Like, you know. And so to see him answer his questions, and bigger than the people, I was blown away from his answers.
Yeah.
You know, he maybe he could never tell me those in words for whatever reasons. And maybe after this, he can.
Yeah.
Who knows? Let's see.
Yeah.
But it's definitely important for them to know. What Safi is doing is it's amazing. It's an amazing job. And we ain't here to prove nothing to no one.
Yeah.
But yes, it's me and him, man. We did this thing together.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? And it's just important because I did a lot of stuff in my life, and I always, sometimes you'll look at it and be like, perspective is so dangerous and fragile that I did so much stuff, and I'll be like, heck, man, like, I did this. What happened with this? You know, like, you start looking at all this stuff, and then I said, well, God, nobody got to tell my kids who their father is.
Yeah.
They can look at everything I did.
That's fire.
So now I realize that stop looking at it like what happened with this and say, man, you writing a story that they can read any day.
Yeah.
Whether it's visual or whatever. It's still a story.
Yeah.
They know who dad is, and it's forever.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So that's what
Breaking generational curses in real time.
Word, man.
Nah, that's fire.
Real fast. Funny story of like when I just think of like small things. I was talking to my father. This was like just last week. And I was driving. I hit a hard bump and it messed the muffler up in the car, right? So I was kind of mad. And I said, I said, I got to call a mechanic. So he's like, handle your business. I ain't heard from him since, right? So, and my mom, like, he ain't called back to see if I made it or.
Yeah.
But, and I know it's no, when you see this, there's no harm or what's there, but it's just like small things like, I be like, what the heck? You know, like, you got that much faith in me that I made it back home with this car that he didn't even reach out, you know? And but the thing about that, which is small and still a big thing at the same time, it's still something I thought about. Like, Dad didn't even reach back out. I still ain't heard from him. Like, you know, and I ain't shoot him a text or nothing. I'm like, Dad, you don't know,
yeah.
you know? So I think I just live with a lot of stuff like, okay, that's a note. Make sure I'm always there, or you know, I just don't want to miss, man. And my wife was like, you put too much pressure on yourself, you know, but you only get you don't. It's my kids, like, you know, and I watch them, man. I be like, we play the game, I don't care what the temperature is. I keep a cover on. I like a cover, like you just feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And then I watch him slowly put a cover on. Like, it's scary.
Yeah.
Like, I can't slip.
Yeah.
You know, I can't slip.
It's crazy though, that pressure, because I think as a man, there's a layer of pressure, and then as a dad, there's a layer of pressure, and then as a good man and a good dad, that's two other layers of pressure, because I don't want to mess up, even though what is messing up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the human experience, nobody escapes it. We all misstep at some point, and it just is what it is. And the best thing we can do as dads is arm ourselves with the language to say, hey, look, I know you saw me slip. I know you saw me stumble, but just know if you ever see me fall, I'm never not going to get back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to be the dad or the man to show you or steer you in a different path. But that pressure is
Strong.
It's insurmountable sometimes. You know what I mean? And I don't think our counterparts, our wives or significant others, see it because they have their own pressure that they put on themselves.
Yeah.
You know, being good moms and good wives and supportive and so forth and so on. But this is the grown man shift, so we talking about men. And that's no slight. That's just the audience.
We pushing.
And I think it's very commendable to consistently put yourself on a checks and balances and not just be all about I'm me and I know I make right decisions and I know I make good choices and who gonna check me, boo type thing. I'm glad that you have that just as a man, as a person, and as a dad, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people, for lack of a better word, get high on their own supply. You know what I mean? You might be great. Like, I think I'm a good man. I think I'm a good dad. I think I'm a good husband. I think I provide value wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
But I still have that
Yeah.
thing to say, hold up, let's assess. Let's make sure, because I know I don't always say the right things, and I don't always do the right things, and I don't always show up the way that is needed. But I'm also able to acknowledge when I don't. I'm able to acknowledge when I slip. I'm able to acknowledge when I fall, because I don't want my family to have this. I don't want them to add to this pressure that I put on myself, because, you know, pressure be making you feel like I don't even want to be here, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it get rough.
They'll be all right without me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're not stuck in that space where it's like, you know, they say suicide amongst men is super, super high. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but it seems like it's going up more.
Yeah.
And they're saying that men are a lot more lonely now than ever. Yeah. So I think it's important to be able to build something with your son that he can see in real time and ask in real time, and not you done checked out, he got mad questions, and then there's nobody
to give him.
You can't give him your voice to that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
I think that's a lot of the pressure, to be honest, kid. Like, where if you think about like life in general, sometimes as a young man growing into a man, we start to feel unheard. Or, you know, a part in the book when I said I had people that was superheroes to me, and when I got older, they became human beings. And what I meant by that was I held people up to this height, but then sometimes when you get older, you look and be like, it's not what I thought it was. And I never want to become just that. No, he's not who I thought he was. Now I want you to know I'm human and I'm gonna make mistakes, and I'm always gonna put my best foot forth to be the dad that I'm supposed to be to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I know growing up, I had so much stuff I held inside. So many times I wish I could talk to somebody, but I had times that I tried, and then they've been looking at like almost like you weak, for talking like this. And so like what we doing here is to bridge that. Like, it's nothing that you could say to me that's gonna ever come off as you're weak. And the weakest thing that could actually happen is for me to ever tell you that, or for me to ever give you that feeling that, like, how could you even think like that? Rather than saying how, I just want to know why. Like, and then you express yourself. So what we doing here, man, is so much bigger than the book, kid. It's just like, I want you to have that relationship with your mother that you tell her whatever you feel. But I also want you to know that you just going to her because that's what you want to, because the door's still open to always come in and talk to me about whatever you're going through. And it's you can't fail. You can't fail me because I'm proud just being who I am to you. You know what I mean? Or I'm proud just you being who you are to me since day one. Before you did anything, just holding you, I we already won. You get me?
Yes.
So fire, man. I don't think
Yeah, I get
come on, Dad. Nah, it's dope. I'm looking at one of the questions you have here in the book, and this is to the reader in general. Why is it important for a child to know that a parent's support isn't based on performance or achievements? And I'll direct the question to you. Why is it important for kids to know that the love isn't conditional like that?
Because I remember one time I was at his practice and he told me that he said he didn't know how to read me. He's like, you never smile, man. So, as a father, like, I'm in sport mode. So it's like, I'm just watching to critique in my head. Like, okay, he's doing great at this, or he can do better at that. But it was never like a mean face. It's just me. But I guess he wanted to see a smile here, or even when I give him a head nod, tap my chest, but I guess it's still, I'm not smiling. So, I think he started feeling like, well, am I not doing good enough or whatever? So, or if he want to change the sport, if he want to, and so I tell him, like, it's never the sport. I'm supporting the sport because you're playing it.
100%.
So that, I think that sometimes parents try to live through their kids. Like, I love boxing.
Yeah.
He knows how to box,
Yeah.
but he don't never have to do the sport to compete. I just want him to know that we're breaking whatever door down we got to break down. I'm standing behind you because you 10 years old, so you might need a grown man's strength to knock it down.
Yeah.
You might need some ideas on how to. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to think, if he came to me right now and said, I'm in a contest for the best literacy, like, I'm not gonna say, oh man, that's not sports. No, what we got to do? Let's prepare. Let's go to Barnes and Noble. Like, I don't care what you're doing, long as it's not wrong, long as it's not hurting, long as it's not disrespectful. I'm supporting. I'm behind you 100%. So like, that's just kind of like, that's what is important, man. I think kids think a lot of times that, I've seen it. You have to live in these shadows.
Yeah.
I don't want them to ever think that.
Yeah. You're your own person.
Yeah.
Like, when your father, I know we're talking about a lot of future stuff, like when you become a man and all of that. What are some of the things that you do with your dad that you just feel like a regular kid? Or do you always feel like a kid with your dad?
Yes.
Okay. That's what's up. You don't feel like you need to be older, or you don't need to act older or act tough, or
No, I don't think he would like that anyway.
that's fire. Just be yourself. Authentic.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I know he wouldn't like that.
Yeah. How important is it to you to be authentic, to be real?
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to me, and I know I don't want to just be feeling like I have to be older to impress anybody or anything. So I know what I'm doing is gonna make him happy, also. So I don't have to be a different person for him to be proud of me.
Fire. Man. This is exceptional. Because it's dope to see. We hear so much about black men and black boys. Mm-hmm. And to hear the wonderful job that you and your wife are doing, being examples, being pillars for your kids, especially for your son. That's dope, dog. Like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
We can still rock out. There's other questions in the book that I wanna get to. In paraphrasing, one of them was being a dad. What does a dad mean? To you, what does a dad mean? Being a dad, like to your kid as a dad, and what does it mean being a dad as far as you being somebody's son?
Ooh, that's heavy. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna go two. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do it in reverse, where I'm gonna start with being a father, mm-hmm. and then I'm gonna step with being a son. So as a father, I just don't get a better feeling when I look at my kids. Like it's so I have a happiness, and then I have a nervousness. I'm never gonna say a sadness. So the happiness is when I come in and he's playing the game. His youngest sister might be doing her doll hair, watching like a YouTube thing where they teaching her how to do hair.
Yeah.
Or my oldest, she's away at college now, and it's happiness of like, yeah, them my kids. Then the nervousness comes in like, you guys doing your job. You got a job to do, yeah. And you gotta fulfill it. And for whatever reasons, we always put ourselves down. We always, feel like we're not doing enough. And I think sometimes as a father, not to stray from the question, is you have to know that you're doing what you can do, and don't beat yourself up so bad, because your kids also see that. So just being a dad to my son, I want him, one day he's going to be a man. God willing, he's going to have kids. I don't want him to beat himself up. I don't want him to feel like he's not accomplishing enough as a father. I want him to take these tools and be able to say, okay, this is how we navigate. And I got to understand that sometimes my daughter or my son may be going through something that I can't help them with right there, because they want to figure it out.
Yeah.
So the best thing I could do is give them a little space and let them come to me. Like, so I just want to make sure as a father, I'm giving him the right tools in life, and also accepting his teaching to me to be a better father.
Yeah.
So I just think, so when it comes to that, they mean everything to me. Mm-hmm. Like I love playing the PS5 with them. Just want everybody to know I beat him more than he beat me. And if we, so
get it twisted.
So that's something that I love to do. I noticed that he likes me to ask him. Like, he be playing the game and I can see the other control right there and stuff, but he won't ask me. He likes for me to say, you want to play? Then he'll smile like, let's go. Like, so I try to be mindful. Like, okay, he likes me to ask him, like, you want to do this, you want to do that, and if that's what makes him feel good, then that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
On a reversal, as a son, my the thing, the crazy thing, I just want to give my father the credit, because I know in like earlier music and things, there was a lot of heartache involved in it. So I might have said a lot of things, and I'm not going to say I didn't mean those things.
Yeah.
I grew up how I grew up.
Yeah.
But I will also say that I'm a great dad because of things I wish that maybe he did a little more.
Yeah.
And I'm also a great dad because of things that he did teach me.
Yeah.
No matter his shortcomings, he every Saturday we was at a park. No matter what I maybe didn't know in the dark, the light part of it,
yeah,
as I remember the presence of that, the importance of family, hold the door open for your family, a woman,
yeah,
older person, carry the bags, give a woman period, kiss her on the cheek, how you don't have a great day, mannerisms, these things that he kept preaching into our head, and maybe sometimes, to be honest, he fell short of those things, but it never left my mind, and I still carry it to this day. So, I just want, and we work on our relationship now. I tell him what I felt, and he be like, man, I'm glad we could actually say this and not be at each other like next, because not being he ain't a slouch. Yeah. But I'm still gonna say, hey, this was what I feel. So I just think at my age now, I still sometimes looking like, dang, I wish I would have had this, or can't live with the regret, but it's still like I wish that I could have had this. But one thing I will always say, maybe if I did have all those things, and I think I said it on our other episode, maybe I'd have been a spoiled brat, man. Maybe I'd have been like not good to my kids. Maybe I'd have been, but being that I went through the things that I went through, I love them differently. But I will say sometimes you can overlove your kids.
It's true.
And that's sometimes I think where I'm chasing the balance now is, like I said, I might have put some things on his back by loving him too much and not letting him experience a little more. But I just be scared that he can experience something too fast and it might be too late for me to catch him. And that's a major fear.
Yeah, so. I hear you. Because they're impressionable. They're sponges. You know what I'm saying? The kids are really fertile soil. You could tell a kid something and they will take it to the bank every time. As long as they don't have the evidence that whatever they're taking to the bank is false, bad, or whatever. We know kids who, go pack, push that. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, you like, I'm about to get $100 for this? Word? You're not thinking that what you're doing is, So I think it's dope to be in that space. You said something about overloving your kids, and I think some people say, this new parenting of gentle parenting is like overloving your kids. But I think the overloving, how I took it, is kids that don't have consequences for their actions. I think teaching accountability young is important because it just makes for a better person. And as a man, it just makes for an even better man to be able to accept accountability for something you did, something you said, something you were supposed to do that you didn't do. How many times I got to tell you to clean up your room? Should only be once, but sometimes it might be 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're playing the Xbox or the PS5. So I think it's dope that, again, you have this spirit going into this project, because I think this is like a small view into what this next wave of men and boys will be, where we raising ours. You know what I'm saying? Our parents, unfortunately, succumbed to the sign of the times. The times, they was trying to get us up out of here, especially after the civil rights movement, the Black Panther movement, and we was up. And how can, there's so much evidence that say once you get the dad out, you got the family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you're not letting them push you out. I'm glad you're not letting your life, the choices you've made, good, bad, or indifferent, knock you off your square. And I give you my flowers now, as far as being one of the ones that's out here being a beacon, being an example of it ain't no lies in my rhymes, it ain't no lies in my raps, and everywhere you walk is you're putting value in the world. We've been rocking for a pretty good minute. I don't know what else you want to chop up off the book or other parts you want to highlight off the book, but you have the space to do that, both of y'all.
I think I want to hear Safi a little more as far as just let him. Is there anything that you feel like you want to get off your chest personally, or let's start there. Anything you want to get off your chest that you felt was missed, or something that you felt like you didn't have a chance to ever say and you want to say it now? Like,
no.
So I mean, now that the book is complete, it's not released yet, but what's your feeling? How do you feel that knowing that You about to hit the world with something special. What you think?
I could see myself, like, it feel real good. Like, I could see myself just being so happy, being, like, knowing that I'm able to talk to you takes a lot of weight off my shoulders, and I could sleep peacefully without having to tell you anything no more, so I could know that I could tell you anything.
That's dope, kid. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I think the dope part that I can't wait to do is once you release this book, and I just want to type in your name in Google, and then the book come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just know, like,
Yeah, I always wanted that to happen.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Makes me look like I'm a celebrity.
I mean, you are. So, a celebrity has to start in here. Don't let the world put success on you. You know, like I always gonna tell you, don't put money with it. Passion. You know, you're a celebrity in yourself because at the end of the day, you're the president of your school. You know, you got accomplishments that I don't have nothing to do with that. You know, you came to me, you asked some advice, but everything else you did yourself. Like coming to the house, the school newspaper you're doing, you did that. You just showed me the finished product and asked them what I think. So you're a celebrity in your own right. If you give that power to the world, then that's when depression come in. That's when sadness kick in because you're looking for them to tell you you're a celebrity. So don't ever give nobody that power. Not even me.
Self-respect.
That's what we talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That's what we talking about. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we here. We gonna make this work. It's my boy. It's my guy, man. And nobody can't change what we doing. We don't do nothing for the world to prove. We do it from our hearts. And you know, God willing, I give you enough that once you get that baton, you're gonna take it to the next level. And it's a thing that they say that when someone, we're not talking about death, but I'm just giving you death in the sense of like when someone, you know, you have life insurance, right?
Yes.
When someone pass on, they leave people money, right? And they say it don't last till the third generation after that, right? Because it's just money. No one knows what to do with it. They didn't know how to invest it. They just know that they just came into 100,000, 200,000, and they think that lasts forever. So what I'm trying to give you is knowledge in the form of currency, in the form of money. If I can give you this right information and you're going to know what to do in life and you carry it the right way, you are now leading the generations that's coming after you. And if we do this thing right, we building something that outlives us all. So this is rich on a whole different level. This ain't bank account rich.
Wealth.
You got me?
Yes.
So we just got to keep carrying the torch and not putting pressure on you, but sometimes put a little weight on you, you know, because expectations, kid, when you go out that door, the world going to give you a lot. Some things you're going to feel like you can't handle. Some things you're going to feel like you can handle. But I just want, at that time that you feel like you can't, think back to our conversations. Like, you know what would Dad do on this point? Or how would I attack this? Or Dad said it'd be days like this. I got this. I'm strong enough for this. Because the world gonna try to break you. I know you're strong. You don't gotta be muscles and what's the name? It's inner strength. Because you're gonna have people that don't have that same self-belief as you that you're gonna love. They're gonna be close to you. And they won't even know they're giving you that energy that pulls you down. And when you feel that, you gotta be able to get them up off your back. Because you have everything you need. So at the end of the day, man, where we going from here, it's so much bigger than a book. We opening the doors. We going to have these conversations. And I pray that another father and son, another mother and son, another mother and daughter, a grandmother talks to their, you know, like whoever. Start checking in with the younger generation more. I hear a lot of times people like, these young kids do this, these young kids don't do that. And if you scold people and you keep telling them what they're not doing, they're gonna be the type that wanna like be rebellious. Rebellious is like, now I'm really gonna be bad because they keep saying this. But if you take the time to say, look, man, you don't gotta do this. This is what we doing. I'm proud of you because of that. It can change. The world can change, man. So it just starts with us, man. We do step by step, piece by piece. And I promise you, kid, you're gonna be all right. All right?
All right.
Don't stress it. I'm here, no matter what.
That's great to know.
Love you, kid.
Love you too.
Fire. Fire. Well, listen, man. I hope that y'all got what I got, which is confirmation that the world will be okay. You know what I'm saying? The world will be okay. I feel like a lot of us, especially in the current state of the United States, there's a lot of pressure coming from a lot of different places. And it feels good to know that I know people personally who are changing the trajectory of what it's not just words.
Yeah.
It's real action, real initiatives, real things happening. And we gonna be all right.
Yeah, bottom line.
Be all right. So with that, this is another episode of the Grown Man Shift podcast. I would like to thank my guests, Mr. Jameel Laboo, Mr. Safi Laboo, author extraordinaires. And yeah, man, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please continue to send emails. I will be having a number for people to leave voicemails, and I am going to start something a little bit later in the year that I think we all need. So, yeah, please, one more time for my guy Jameel, one more time for my guy Safi, and yeah, man, we out. Peace.